The future isn't coming, it's already here. And it's weirder, faster, and more mind-blowing than we ever imagined. But what if we could go beyond even that? What if space itself wasn't a barrier, but a highway? That's exactly what the Alcubierre Drive proposes, bending space to move faster than light without breaking the laws of physics. It sounds like science fiction, but real physicists are crunching the numbers. So, is warp speed just a fantasy? Or are we on the verge of rewriting the rules of the universe? Let's dive in. Alright, buckle up because we're about to throw Einstein a curveball, literally. The Alcubierre Drive, named after physicist Miguel Alcubierre, is a mind-blowing concept that suggests we could travel faster than light without technically breaking physics. How? By not moving at all. Imagine space as a giant rubber sheet. Normally, if you want to go from point A to point B, you trudge across it like a cosmic snail. But what if instead you could bend that sheet, shrinking the space in front of you while stretching it behind? That's the idea. Create a warp bubble that lets your spaceship ride the fabric of reality like a surfer on a gravitational wave. Since the ship itself doesn't accelerate beyond the speed of light, only space does, it technically follows the rules of relativity. Sounds perfect, right? Well, not so fast. There's just one tiny problem. Powering this thing requires negative energy, which is the physics equivalent of monopoly money. Theoretically, exotic matter could provide this, and we've seen hints of it in quantum effects like the Casimir phenomenon. But making enough to fuel a warp drive? That's like trying to power your car with the energy of a single static shock, except you need a near infinite amount of those. And even if we could generate negative energy, there's the issue of keeping the warp bubble stable. Some calculations suggest the bubble could collapse, trapping you in an interstellar purgatory. Or worse, when you pop out of warp, all the energy you built up might explode outward like a cosmic shotgun blast. Oops. Despite all that, NASA's Eagleworks team has been poking at ways to reduce the energy requirements, and some physicists even think dark energy, the mysterious force accelerating the universe's expansion, could be harnessed for this. And here's where things get really weird. Traditional FTL travel causes time travel paradoxes. Hello, grandfather paradox. But because an Alcubierre bubble keeps the ship inside normal space-time, it might sidestep that problem. Might. If we ever crack this technology, the universe would go from a vast, unreachable void to something as accessible as a cross-country road trip. Stars that would take millions of years to reach could be just days away. The dream of interstellar colonization, first imagined in science fiction, could actually become reality. But for now, the Alcubierre Drive remains a tantalizing what if. No law of physics outright bans it, but the energy requirements and engineering hurdles keep it locked in the realm of speculation. Still, the fact that we can even write mathematical models for warp travel means we might not be as far from sci-fi as we think. Who knows? Maybe in the future we'll look back at our current space travel the same way we view horse-drawn carriages today. I'll leave you to discuss in the comments. If you had an Alcubierre Drive, where's the first place in the universe you'd visit? You can support us by subscribing if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you soon in another video.